The compact SUV market is packed with options, but a few updates can completely change how a vehicle performs. Today we're taking a close look at the 2026 Subaru Crosstrek. At first glance, it may look almost identical to the 2024 model since both belong to the same third generation. But the real story is under the hood. Subaru has introduced a new engine that delivers more power and torque, which could make a big difference in everyday driving. We'll break down what's new, what stayed the same, and whether the 2026 Crosstrek is worth your attention. The 2026 Subaru Crosstrek starts with a base price of $30,625. Our test vehicle includes a few optional extras such as a rear bumper cover, license plate brackets, splash guards, wheel locks, and all-weather floor liners. With the $1,420 destination and delivery fee, the total price of this particular model comes to $32,819. The biggest update for 2026 is under the hood. Subaru has dropped the older 2.0-liter engine, and now every Crosstrek comes with a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine. This upgraded powertrain produces around 180 horsepower and more torque than before, giving the Crosstrek stronger performance while still maintaining efficiency. Fuel economy is rated at about 29 miles per gallon combined, and it runs on regular gasoline, which helps keep running costs reasonable. Power is still sent through a continuously variable transmission, CVT. While CVTs aren't everyone's favorite, Subaru's version is more refined than many older designs. Like every Crosstrek, it also comes standard with Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive, making it capable in rough weather and light off-road situations. Subaru offers 5 trims, from the base model to the Wilderness, covering roughly a $7,000 price range. There's also a new and improved Crosstrek Hybrid for 2026. The Crosstrek has been around for a while, and most people now understand its basic formula. It's essentially a lifted version of the Impreza, which actually works in its favor. The extra ride height gives drivers better visibility, more ground clearance, and a stronger presence on the road compared with a typical compact car. This particular model is the Sport trim, which adds a few distinctive styling touches. You'll notice the yellow Sport badges, along with gold-colored exterior accents around the body. It's a bold look. Some drivers may love it, while others may prefer something more subtle. The Sport trim also rides on larger 18-inch wheels. Bigger wheels can sometimes reduce ride comfort slightly, but in this case, the ride quality remains quite reasonable. Another advantage of the Crosstrek's taller stance is easier entry and exit, since the seating position is slightly higher than a regular sedan. Interior space is decent, though taller drivers may find it a bit tight. With the driver's seat set to its lowest position, there's still enough headroom, especially since this model skips the sunroof. The driver's seat includes height adjustment, while the steering wheel adjusts both in and out, as well as up and down, making it possible to find a comfortable driving position. The leather-wrapped steering wheel also feels solid and well-made. Inside the cabin, the Crosstrek Sport keeps things fairly simple and user-friendly. There are clear, easy-to-use physical buttons and a traditional gear shifter, which many drivers will appreciate compared with some of the more complicated electronic shifters found in newer vehicles. On the center console, you still get a classic 12-volt power outlet, which is useful for powering accessories. The heated seats are controlled by physical rocker switches with both high and low settings, making them quick and easy to adjust without digging through menus. There's also a wireless phone charging pad with its own power button. That's a helpful feature because you can turn it off if you're placing keys or other items there. However, during our testing, the charger didn't consistently charge a phone, which may be something Subaru needs to address. You'll also find multiple USB ports for charging devices. The large center touchscreen handles most of the car's functions, including climate controls, infotainment, navigation, and vehicle settings. While it does control nearly everything, the system can feel a bit slow to respond at times. The Crosstrek's touchscreen is responsive but could be a bit faster, especially at startup or when shifting into reverse, as the backup camera and infotainment take a moment to load. The display is easy on the eyes at night, reducing distraction. Subaru's smartly retained physical controls, volume and tuning knobs, front and rear defrost buttons, and dual-zone climate controls with physical temperature buttons that are easy to use even with gloves. The instrument cluster combines two analog gauges with a small central digital display, showing only essential info. Overall, the interior isn't luxurious, but feels solid and well-built, with practical materials that are durable and easy to clean, reflecting the Crosstrek's functional design. The seats use a unique fabric that isn't typical cloth or leather, giving them a durable, almost performance-style feel. Gold interior accents help add some visual contrast. In the rear seats, entry is a bit tight, but once inside, there's surprisingly good space for a subcompact SUV. Two adults can sit comfortably, with decent legroom and headroom. 3 passengers can fit, though it's better suited for smaller riders. Rear features are minimal, with just USB-A and USB-C ports and one seatback pocket. In the back, the manual hatch opens wide and light, revealing practical cargo space and a removable cargo cover. The rear bumper protector on the 2026 Crosstrek isn't a real bumper. It's a trim piece to prevent scratches when loading cargo. The rear seats fold down for extra storage, and under the cargo floor there's a compact spare tire with jack and tools, which is practical even if it reduces storage space. On the road, the new 2.5-liter engine delivers about 180 horsepower, around 30 more than the previous 2.0-liter, giving better acceleration. The CVT transmission simulates gear shifts for a more engaging feel, though there's still a slight lag as the engine revs before the car fully accelerates. In everyday city driving, the 2026 Subaru Crosstrek feels smooth and easy to handle. However, during highway passing, there's a slight delay when accelerating. When the accelerator is fully pressed, the engine revs first before the vehicle begins to gain speed, which requires a bit of planning. The paddle shifters behind the steering wheel help improve responsiveness by simulating lower gears. Despite being an SUV, the Crosstrek handles corners well thanks to its Impreza-based platform, offering good steering feedback. At higher speeds, some road, wind, and tire noise becomes noticeable, especially with the 18-inch wheels on the Sport trim. Even with the 18-inch wheels, the 2026 Subaru Crosstrek delivers a surprisingly comfortable ride. The suspension handles both small and larger bumps well, making daily driving smooth for a compact SUV with a short wheelbase. Visibility is also a highlight thanks to the large windshield, slim pillars, and small front corner windows, which improve sightlines in parking lots and city driving. The Crosstrek offers several driver assistance features, though options like blind spot monitoring and rear cross traffic alert may require higher trims. Overall, the 2026 model is more of an upgrade than a redesign, with the standard 2.5-liter engine being the most important improvement.